1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Abdul Rafe Sohail. First, the headlines. Kashmiris on both sides of line of control and across the world are observing Right to Self-Determination Day today. Prime Minister says peace and development in South Asia are linked to resolution of the Kashmir dispute. Army Chief is on a week-long visit to Saudi Arabia and the UAE to discuss bilateral security and military issues with leadership of both the countries. And Foreign Office says Pakistan is determined and capable to counter any threat to its peace and security. And now the news in detail. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and across the world are observing Right to Self-Determination Day today, with a renewed pledge to continue their liberation struggle till it reaches its logical conclusion. Call for observance of the day has been given by All Parties Hurriyat Conference. The day will be marked by various activities including protest demonstrations, rallies, seminars and conferences in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Azad Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan and in all major capitals of the world. The United Nations will be reminded that it must implement its relevant resolutions to settle the Kashmir dispute to save the Kashmiris from the Indian brutalities. It was on this day in 1949 when the UN Security Council passed a resolution supporting the Kashmiris' right to decide their future by themselves under a UN-supervised plebiscite. This resolution provides the base for settlement of the lingering dispute, but India's continued intransigent attitude has been an impediment in the way of achieving this objective. President Dr. Arif Alvi and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif have reassured Pakistan's continued political, diplomatic and moral support to Kashmiris in their just struggle for their right to self-determination in accordance with relevant UN Security Council resolutions. In their separate messages in connection with Kashmiris' Right to Self-Determination Day, they regretted that the oppressed people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir have not been able to exercise their right for the last 74 years. They said India continues to oppress Kashmiris to break their will for freedom with massive human rights abuses. The president in his message said since 5th August 2019, India has been engaged in a vicious exercise of altering demographic structure of the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to turn Kashmiris into a minority in their own land. The Prime Minister in his message said the purpose of commemorating the Kashmiris' Right to Self-Determination Day is to remind the global community its responsibility towards the oppressed Kashmiri people. He urged the United Nations to honor its commitments and support the Kashmiris' struggle for self-determination. In a tweet on the Right to Self-Determination Day today, Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says peace and development in South Asia are linked to resolution of the Kashmir dispute. He called upon the global community to play its part in giving Kashmiris in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir their legal right to decide their destiny. The Prime Minister asked India to must reverse its actions of August 5th, 2019. Chief of Army Staff General Syed Asim Munir is on an official visit to Saudi Arabia and the UAE. During his week-long visit, the Army Chief will be meeting the senior leadership of both the brotherly countries to discuss matters of mutual interest, military-to-military cooperation and bilateral relations, focusing on security-related subjects. Foreign Office says Pakistan is determined and capable to counter any threat to its peace and security. Responding to queries of media persons at her weekly news briefing in Islamabad today regarding terrorist threat emanating from Afghanistan, Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zara Baloch said that engagement mechanisms between Pakistan and Afghanistan are functional. She said Pakistan will continue to engage with the Afghan side on matters of mutual concerns, including security and border management. The 95th birth anniversary of former Prime Minister and founder of Pakistan People's Party, Shahid Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, is being observed today. In his message on the occasion, Speaker National Assembly Raja Pervez Ashraf paid glowing tributes to services rendered by Zulfikar Ali Bhutto for the country, saying these will be written in golden words. The Israeli army martyred a Palestinian youth in the West Bank city of Nablus today. The Palestinian Health Ministry said a bullet fired by Israeli army hit the youth in the head during a raid in Nablus early in the morning. And now cricket. On the fourth day of the second cricket test against Pakistan in Karachi, New Zealand were 92 for 1 in their second innings a short while ago. The scores are New Zealand 449 in their first innings and Pakistan 408 in their first innings. And that is all for now. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.